Then we use eyes up, eyes tracking, and we also use clapping your hands, and for our whiteboards we do pens up, pens ready. We use waterfall, we use eyes up, eyes tracking.
Our caddies are parked at the top, our whiteboards are parked at the top, and our fruit break and our cards would be parked at the top, and we would have elbows locked. It would be really clean, and we would have our whiteboard, pen and sock in front of us. There would be a slide on the TV with a star, and it would say sit tall, track, answer together, and respect, and it stands for star. S stands for sit tall, means
Keep going.
And track means tracking at the TV.
And A?
Answer together means answering with the whole class.
And the last letter?
Respect. When you say sit tall, we would have to sit tall, but when you say track, we would say no words, but we would look what you're reading. And when we say respect, when we say answer together, we would all answer together, but when you say respect, we would all show respect. It helps us with our learning because we're not fiddling with anything, and we're paying attention to the TV and our teachers when they're helping us to learn.
So track with me, we got to track with Miss Stewart but not say anything. And then when she says read with me, well, we'll read all together with her.
When you say fish and chips, we would talk to fish or chips, whoever you say. Like sometimes you would say fish turn to chips, and say your sentence or the answer, and then you'd say chips turn to fish and say the answer or the sentence.
Our pair share, so she'll say A's or B's go first. So it's A's, well then the A's will have to tell the B's an answer or tell them something about what this means. And then after she's done that, she'll tell the B's to do it, and the B's will do the same as what the A's did, but mix up the answer a little bit. If I am unsure, I can just ask my partner.
And how does that make you feel?
Like I'm confident to do the question.
If you don't know a question and your partner knows, you can ask them what it means and they'll tell you.
And how does that make you feel?
Happy, because then I get to realise what it actually means.
We usually share with our partner if they don't know anything, or we're trying to explain our sentence to them.
How does working with your partner help your learning?
Say if you forgot something and you were away, they can help you with learning the last lesson. Let's just have a chat, and we don't have to worry about we're not going to get the answer, because we just don't have to think by ourselves. We can think about it together and ask each other different questions to work the question or answer out.
And how does that make you feel?
Good, because we have somebody to talk to and we can work the answer out better. Then you can discuss what you think separately and say, I said something like 6 times 6 was 36, and then my other partner said 6 times 6 was 49. Well, then you got a chance to discuss what's right and wrong.
Miss Stewart won't get us to put up our hands. She'll just get the paddle popsicle and just pull our names out to answer questions to see if we're paying attention.
If your name gets pulled out, you'll answer a maths question or something, and if you can't answer it, well, she'll go to the next person, and then after they've answered, if they can, she'll go back to you.
Every time
we write something on our whiteboards, like a sentence. She gets like 3 or 4 pen pop sticks out, and then she asks those people that got their name to share the sentences.
We have to write down our answer to the question on the whiteboard, and then we have to hover it so no one else can see our answer. Then we chin it, and then she says chin it, and we have to put our boards up. She waits till she sees everyone's, then she said bin it and park it.
We write the answers on the board, then we hover it, then we chin it. Then sometimes she'll tell us to put the board down on the table, and we'll retell our answers, and then we bin it.
Back.
She can just scan across the classroom instead of just marking stuff at night, so she can just easily do it and see if she needs to, like, if everyone understands it or she needs to keep teaching it.
I think it helps the teacher because when we write on it, then she can see everyone's response, and she can also see who has it and who doesn't got it.
She gets a chance to see all of the students' work. I'm just going over maths or English, and we can sometimes, if it's we did the last thing in term 1, we can review it in term 4. It's just easier, and then we remember it, and we might remember it over the holidays, and then we do another review to remember it when we come back to school.
Say we did something in term 1 and we hadn't done it since, and then it was term 3, then we might go back over again and learn it again, so then it sticks in our head more.
If I forget something that we did in term 1, back in maybe in term 3 or some other time, we'll do it again, and we're going to give them a little refreshment of it.
They can help us remember what we did a couple of days ago.
If you do the same thing over and over again, it will stick into your mind.
If we didn't have them, we might forget. The first day we learnt about something like how to multiply two digits with 2 digits, but then the second day everybody forgot. That's what actually happened in our class.
If we're paying attention a lot, the students will get a point, and if not all of us are paying attention, the teachers would get a point. When we have the most points, we might have a game at the end of the day. If we were being respectful or engaged or responsible, you would put a student point up there, but if we weren't, you would put a teacher point up there. But at the end of the day, we would get a game.
Because it motivates the whole class to be good, when some people are normally bad, naughty sometimes, and then with the teacher student points, they're trying to be on their best behaviour so they can get points.